Been getting a lot of questions these days on how I would combine overcoming isometrics with grind style calisthenics. Now, in many ways, overcoming isometrics is already baked into the GSC program, but there are a few strategies that I recommend if you want to take that program up to the next level. Real quick recap, if you're new to the GSC program, basically our workouts go in 4 phases. We have the tension control phase where we wake up the muscles, stability phase where we improve our neuromuscular stability, grind phase, that's the real meat of the program where we're making the muscle stronger, and then of course our finisher phase where we're basically draining the muscle and hopefully stimulating a little more hypertrophy. And we do it in this order because each step of this neuromuscular conditioning has to be developed in order for the next one to occur. So in other words, if you want to get your muscles bigger, they first have to get stronger. And if you want them to get stronger, you first have to be more stable. And if you want to be more stable, you have to engage your muscles to a higher degree. If you're missing one of those links, the further links down the chain simply cannot be developed as well as you would like it because the others are holding themselves back. That's why in a GSC workout, we always say step 1, 2, 3, and 4, so you're getting the complete conditioning along your full neuromuscular spectrum without any weak links. And when it comes to strengthening those weak links, overcoming isometrics can do wonders for you. Tension control, for example. Nothing improves your mind-muscle connection tension control faster than overcoming isometrics. When I first stumbled onto it, I made more progress in 2 weeks than I had in the previous 2 years. And it was mind-boggling how much better I could engage some of those stubborn muscles like my hips and my lats. So having a couple of simple overcoming isometrics for the tension chain you're about to work, 2-3 sets, 5 to 10 seconds, boom, done, and you can move on to stability. Now the stability phase, you may even be able to get at the exact same time because overcoming isometrics does wonders for your stability, especially in your lower body. Lots of times when I give people the overcoming isometric for the lower body, they're kind of shifting and moving around and they're realizing, oh my gosh, my shoulders aren't set quite right. Makes you aware of your instability very quickly. So instead of 2 phases, you may even be able to get away with just 1 phase with just the overcoming isometrics as a warm-up. When it comes to your grinding phase, that's typically more dynamic. You're not going to really be using your overcoming isometrics for this because it's about reps, it's about getting heavy loads onto your hands, working the muscles with hard dynamic effort. But sometimes I do recommend supersetting dynamic with overcoming isometric, especially if you're having one of those workouts that's just a little off. Because mentally you're off or physically you're off, whatever. But when you superset an overcoming isometric with a dynamic effort, it's a lot easier to push your muscles to a much higher level of output with a lot less effort on mind and body. And then finally, of course, hypertrophy, finisher phase, it's not even close. Overcoming isometrics does wonders because it's hard to get that last little bit out of your muscle, push it to a harder degree through a dynamic effort. Sure, you can do it, I highly recommend it, but when you're pushing yourself with overcoming isometrics, you're basically matching effort and output at exactly the same amount. Force and resistance are always the same. So you're gonna find you're gonna be able to push your muscles to a much higher degree than you would with like a dynamic finishing effort most of the time. If you wanna give it a try, check out the overcoming isometric GSC combo workout sample that I left down in the description. You can also find, of course, links to my books, Overcoming Isometrics and Grind Style Calisthenics. Thoughts and questions down below are welcome as well as always. Thank you so much for watching. Be fit, live free.